Hello, I'm Sean, and today I am looking at Anton Bauer's Titan Base. It's a portable power hub for your cameras and your accessories for your cameras. Very reminiscent of V-Lock batteries. You know, the big blocky batteries that you'd commonly see on the back end of cinema cameras, like say maybe like a Red camera, or perhaps even some of the C cameras like the C300 Mark II, you can get V-Locks for that. The Titan Base actually does pair with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro really effectively, actually. I did use it recently on a shoot with Vincent Camp, who is an oil painter. I went over to his studio and I filmed him just doing his thing. I didn't have to change batteries at all for the 4 or 5 hours that I was there. So considering that, and that's the kind of the standard battery for the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro, only really lasts for about 40 minutes, I think, at best, from what I've heard. I mean, I didn't use it, so, because I had these, which are better. What is different about these particular batteries, instead of it fitting onto like a proprietary mount that you would need to fit to like your camera rig or something, instead, what this has is like a tripod plate attachment. So basically, called the Titan Base, just fits to the bottom of your camera. If I just take this off and I just show you what it looks like handheld. I've got my tripod plate in the bottom because you've got like 3 1/4-inch screw mounts to the bottom, so you can really mount this to any tripod or piece of rigging that you would like, which is really handy. But yeah, it just fits to the bottom of my GH5. If I switch my GH5 on, because I have the D-tap or the P-tap cable that runs into my GH5 from the Titan Base here, I just switch on my camera as normal. The lights come on as usual. I've still got full use of my screen. It's not like so tight that it's blocking the screen from coming out or anything. I'm holding it in one hand right now. It's not that heavy. I can even just hold the battery itself, and I just find that kind of comfortable. Say that you did have to switch to another battery because you were running low on power on this one, then obviously you just like turn your camera off, and then all you need to make sure you do is you just unplug your little P-tap or D-tap cable from the battery, and then on the front of the battery itself, you've got like this little switch here. You just pull that in and it releases your camera straight away. And then just using the same plate, because they're all the same plate, you just fit it onto your next battery and then plug it in, and then away you go. Like, you've got at least 1 port for your camera, but you've also got 2 extra P-tap ports for any accessories, and you also have a USB port. So anything that runs off a USB, like say a light that uses like a USB-C like charge or something like that, then you can get USB to USB-C, plug it through, power it, charge it, whatever you need. But also, if your phone battery is running a little bit low, then then you can charge your phone as well. Right now. Well, there you go. It works. Yay. The GH5 runs with the Titan Base for approximately 5 hours, just under. If you are running the Titan Base with a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro, then you can expect it to run for up to 2.7 hours, which is a lot more than what the internal battery for those Blackmagic cameras can dish out for you. So getting something like this, quick release plate on the bottom, just get the right cable for it, and then you're good to go. I mean, you can get the ones where it's the cable, it plugs into the body of the camera and it charges the Blackmagic. That's the one that I have. But you can also, similar to the GH5 right here, if I just show you quickly, you can also get basically like a dummy battery. So it's like basically just a wired battery. You might have seen these before with the D-tap batteries that you can get where you plug it into a wall, into your mains power, and then it basically just keeps your camera alive without there really being a battery life. It's just like it's plugged in, like your television or your microwave or your kettle. And then yeah, it just fits to the bottom, and it's just on there, and you've got your screw mounts and everything, so you can just mount it wherever you want. In terms of charging them, you get this little thingy. It just plugs right into one of the D-tap ports, and you just plug this into the wall. Obviously it comes with like all the different like regional proprietary plug types. You just plug it into the wall, it will charge, and from what I've gathered, it's really quick. It's actually like, it charges within like 2, maybe 3 hours. So say like if you are changing from the GH5 to say a Blackmagic or a C300 or something like that, then the only thing that you really need to change, besides the camera and maybe your lenses, is the cable that you are using to get power from the battery. You also have this little, it's almost like a little digital watch monitor display kind of thing. When your camera, when it's not dishing out power to anything, it purely states the percentage of power that remains in the battery. So at the moment it's telling me that this battery is at 90%. This one is telling me that it's at 76%. As soon as you turn your camera on and as soon as this battery then starts feeding out power to whatever, so if I do that now, that 90% will automatically switch over to how much time that the battery is going to run for on this output, on this particular output of energy. But if you did want like a rough estimation, Anton Bauer actually have a calculator on their website. It has like a drop-down menu where you choose what brand of camera you want to pair the Titan base with. You can then select which particular model that you have in mind. Like if you search for GH5, it will tell you what the GH5's approximate runtime will be with the Titan base. It'll also tell you what the runtime with an A7S Mark III would be, or a Blackmagic camera would be. It's got loads of different cameras on there, cinema cameras and more hybrid mirrorless shooter cameras as well. So you can have a look on there to get a feel for what it is that, what sort of runtime you're looking at for pairing this with whatever gear that you're planning to pair it with. But the main benefit of this for me, and it's a reason why I never went with like V-Lock type batteries in the past, is because then you've got to get all that extra rigging as well, where it kind of protrudes out the back and everything. You slap it on the back, and I just find all that stuff kind of a headache. I don't really like a big setup time whenever I turn up to a shoot. I like things to be quite slim and simple like this. So the fact that I can basically just treat this as part of my camera with my tripod plate at the bottom. Obviously if I'm swapping batteries, I've got to swap the tripod plate as well, as you can see here. But really, I think this is really, really good. I'm mostly a handheld shooter anyway, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Now, if there is anything I haven't covered that you would like to find out, then there is a link in the description to our store page where there is loads of information for you to read up about. But of course, if you've got any questions, you can always send us an email or give us a call and speak to our expert staff on this gear. Maybe they know some things that I don't. But equally, if you would like to just leave a comment down below with whatever questions that you have, or any comments about what you think of the Titan base in general, then we at the content team at WEX will take a look and we'll answer any questions that we can. And if we don't have the answers right there and then, we will find out for you what those answers are and then relay them back to you. Now, we're making content like this all the time on our YouTube channel, WEX Photo Video. So if you are not a subscriber already, then please consider becoming one. Click that notification bell as well so you don't miss out on all the awesome stuff that we have coming up. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.